How much do you think it costs to live with kidney failure in Kenya? If your first answer is the cost of dialysis, you are missing a huge part of the story. Because dialysis is only one part of the financial burden. There is transport, there is food, medication, blood tests, hospital appointments, unexpected emergencies, and sometimes the income you lose because your health won't allow you to work the way you used to. And behind all that is something we don't talk about enough. The financial pressure on the family. Today, I'm going to break down what living with kidney failure can really mean financially in Kenya. Not just the hospital bills, the cost of living this life. Let's start with the obvious one, dialysis. Under the published Social Health Authority, also known as SHA, renal-care package, haemodialysis is listed at 10,650 Kenyan shillings per session, with coverage of up to 3 sessions per week. 3 sessions every week means the number of treatment sessions can add up to very quickly over a month. But here is something very important. The amount a patient personally pays is not necessarily the same as the published tariff. Coverage depends on the applicable SHA benefits, the facility, and the patient's circumstances. So when someone says dialysis costs 10,650 shillings, that's not necessarily the amount every patient takes out of their pocket. You have to look at the entire picture. And that's exactly what we are doing in this video. Now, let's talk about something people often forget. Transport. Imagine you have to go to dialysis 3 times every week. What happens if you live far away from the hospital? Maybe you use a matatu, maybe a boda, or even maybe a taxi. Or maybe someone has to drive you. And remember, you're not taking one trip. You're going to the hospital, then back home. Multiply that by several trips every month. And if you live outside Nairobi or another major town and have to travel a long distance to access dialysis, the transportation burden can become even greater. For some patients, the hospital may be relatively close. For others, getting treatment is itself a major financial challenge. So, when we are calculating the cost of dialysis, we should not only count what's happening inside the renal unit, we also have to count the journey to get there. Then there is food. And this one can be complicated. When you are living with kidney failure, you may have to pay much more attention to what you're eating and drinking. But here is the thing. A kidney-friendly diet doesn't automatically mean expensive food. The challenge is finding food that works for your individual medical needs, your budget, and your treatment plan. Sometimes you're buying specific foods. Sometimes you are avoiding foods you've always eaten. Sometimes you're preparing separate meals from the rest of the family. And sometimes you simply don't have the energy to cook. So food becomes another part of your financial calculation. And everyone's situation is different. Not even one patient can have the same needs as the next patient. Then comes the medication. Some medicines may be covered depending on the applicable benefit package. Others may require additional spending depending on the symptom. And the kidney failure can come with other health problems that require treatment. So, you may find yourself buying medicine regularly. And the frustrating part, these aren't necessarily one-time expenses. They can become part of your monthly budget. Then there are blood tests. Your doctor may need to monitor different things depending on your condition and treatment. You may have regular reviews. You may need lab investigations. And sometimes another problem comes up and suddenly you need another test. The renal package specifically includes routine lab tests and investigations as part of the published renal-care package. But patients' overall healthcare expenses can still vary depending on what care they require. So again, don't look at the dialysis session alone, look at everything surrounding it. There are also hospital visits outside your normal dialysis schedule. Maybe you have a doctor's appointment, maybe something isn't feeling right, maybe your blood pressure is a problem, maybe you're experiencing symptoms that need to be checked, maybe your doctor wants to review your treatment, and sometimes you thought you'd be a simple hospital visit becomes something much bigger. That's where medical expenses can become unpredictable. And this is the part nobody budgets for. An emergency. You can plan your monthly transport, you can plan your food, you can plan your dialysis, but you can't always plan when something is going to go wrong. Suddenly, hospital, tests, medication, treatment, maybe even admission. Maybe someone has to leave work to come and help you, and now the financial pressure isn't just on the patient, it's also on the entire family. But there is another cost that doesn't appear on the hospital bill. Lost income. This is something I think we need to talk about more. If you're going to dialysis several times a week, you are spending hours at the hospital. Then there is the traveling, then recovery. And some days you simply don't have the energy you normally would. If you're employed, you may have to take time away from work. If you are self-employed, you may lose your day's income. If you're running a business, work may slow down. And if your condition becomes severe enough that you can't work the way you used to, the financial impact can be enormous. That's why the real cost of kidney failure isn't just the amount printed on a receipt. Sometimes the biggest cost is income you're no longer able to earn. And then there is the family. This is something I personally don't take for granted. When you're sick, someone may have to accompany you. Someone may have to help with transport. Someone may help with food. Someone may contribute towards medication. Someone may have to take time off work to look after you. And sometimes your family is helping you financially while they are trying to pay their own bills. That's a huge burden. Very, very huge burden. Kidney failure can affect an entire household, not just the person sitting in the dialysis chair. And then there's the cost that don't have a price tag. The opportunities you miss, the trips you postpone, The job opportunities you can't take. The plans you have to change. The things you would like to do but your health doesn't allow. And sometimes, dreams you have to put on hold. That's also part of the cost. So, how much does it really cost? The honest answer? There isn't one number that applies to every Kenyan dialysis patient. One person may have strong insurance or share support. Another may live close to the hospital. Another may travel kilometers every treatment day. Someone may have additional medical needs. Someone else may have family members who provide support. And another person may have almost no financial support at all. So instead of how much does dialysis cost, maybe we should be asking, how much does it cost to live with kidney failure? Because those are two different questions. For me, dialysis isn't just something that happens when I sit next to that machine. It affects how I plan my days, how I think about money, how I think about work, how I think about traveling, how I think about the future. And sometimes, I look at the expenses and think, this is a lot, but then I remind myself, I'm still here, still fighting, I'm still crazy, I'm still dreaming, and I'm still trying to make something meaningful out of this journey. If you're watching this and you're living with kidney failure in Kenya, I want you to know that you're not alone. And if you are a family member supporting someone on dialysis, I see you too. Because sometimes the person sitting in the dialysis machine gets all the attention, but beyond that person, there may be a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a spouse, a friend, someone sacrificing their own time, money to keep another person going. That's a story worth talking about. This is Lot on Dialysis. See you on the next one.